Thanks for tuning in to Driveway Dudes. Today I'm going to show you how to add additional insulation around the inside of your window frames. So I've already done considerable work on these windows. I've been sanding them down and prepping them quite a bit, and they're in a pretty bad way, exactly the same as they were when we moved into the house. So I sanded down all the flaking paint, removed all the loose pieces of plaster around the windows. These are 20-year-old windows. The way I know that is because these are the same windows as throughout the rest of the estate, and if I don't know if you can pick this up on camera, but you can actually see the dates printed inside the window frame, and that looks to me like it says 18th of the 6th 99. So these windows have been here for over 20 years, almost 22 years. So this house is 22 years old, and the building standards 22 years ago were definitely different than they are today. So you can see big pieces missing from around the plaster, and I'm going to fix all that. There's also a considerable draft coming through the cracks here. I've replaced the hinge on this window. The hinges get old and they let air through in the gap, so I've replaced the hinge on the window, but you can still feel a draft coming through the cracks, and we've had quite a bad come on, you can see it. We've had quite a bad winter, and there's been a lot of cold weather, so I mean, removing, sealing up any drafts is going to be beneficial. It's going to save me money on my heating bill. I don't have any problems with moisture or mold build up here, but that could be due to the fact that it's so drafty. It's not excessively drafty, but there's definitely a draft here. So I'm also going to seal it against any potential future moisture collection, which shouldn't be a problem with the extra insulation. But I mean, if we're gonna be working on these, we might as well do everything we can think of. For the next stage, we're going to use our spray foam. I'm not recommending this brand over any other. It's just this is what I picked up. It's about 10 a can, and it comes with its own spray nozzle. What you want to do is you want to drill holes similar size. So this is an 8mm drill bit. It's a wood drill bit, but I mean, I use wood drill bits for drilling plaster. I mean, it might shorten the life of the drill bit, but it leaves a neater hole in my opinion. So we're going to use that to drill the pilot holes for the spray foam. So I'm just going to start drilling holes. I guess I'm going to drill close enough to the window frame, but I might stagger them a bit. I'm not sure. This is nailed down. See where it's nailed down or screwed down. So more than likely there's a piece of timber going across here on top of the brickwork. So I'm thinking maybe I'll drill on the inside or outside. Inside, more than likely. So let's give it a go and see how it works. Yeah, so there's a big hole, drops straight down there. So maybe 8mm is a bit, maybe the drill bit is a bit blunt. Okay, I don't know how deep that goes. And then I'll do the same. So that sounds like plaster. That sounds hollow. So I'll probably drill here, and work my way up. So there's no insulation in there at all. So I'm going to stagger these. When this goes in, it'll fall and hopefully expand. Fall, expand, fall, expand. And I hope, like you'll never get it 100%, but if we do this, we might get it to work somewhat. I'll just continue on with this. So just remember, however many holes you drill, you're going to have to fill. Around my sink, the tile only rises halfway up the window, so I'm going to attempt to drill down at a steep angle and hopefully allow that to fill somewhat, but I'm not very confident that's going to do much. And it sounds like solid, reasonably solid there. Concrete anyway. I don't know how that worked. Okay, there's definitely a gap there. Might be just too much plastic. Okay. Pretty sure there's a gap there now. Maybe not. That won't fill. Two out of three is not too bad. And then we'll do the same on the other side. And then the windowsill and top. So I've got one window, two windows, and my sliding door. This stuff is one of my least favorite materials to use. I find it unpredictable and difficult. It's sticky. It's just really messy. You don't want it to get on your hands. It's cured by water, so the moisture in the atmosphere is what actually causes it to cure. So if you get it on your hands, you can't wash it off with water. You can get some chemicals to remove it, maybe acetone, I'm not sure. So I hate wearing gloves, but I'm gonna wear gloves for this. Also have a small spray bottle of water, so if it starts getting away from me, I can stop it from curing. I can cause it to instantly cure by spraying it with water. So let's give it a go. See how it works. I'm just gonna shake it up. So after shaking it up, you have to hold it inverted for the foam to come out. And I'm going to alternate. I'm going to do here, then here, then here, here. Try to get it and give it a small chance to expand, and then I'm going to start working the same way here, then the far side, then there, this side, that, and then at last when the can is almost empty. So I've allowed one can per window, and then a larger can. This is a 500ml can, 750ml can for the sliding door in the other room. Alright, nothing to it but to do it. You should probably also wear goggles while using this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna start up here just because I'm curious, and I think it'll be easier when the nozzle is clean to get this down. Oh, come on. Looks like it's working. This happens sometimes as well. It starts constantly spraying. What happened here has happened to me in the past, and this is something I don't know if you want to address with Unibond or somebody wants to address with Unibond, but the nozzle stays on and you're trying to go from hole to hole to hole to hole because you don't want to waste your can, and you can't bring it back to the shop. I couldn't imagine you could bring it back to the shop and say, look, I used this whole can, the can is empty, but I had to waste the whole thing because the nozzle got stuck on. It's not the nozzle itself, it's the little valve inside the top piece. You get stuck on and it just keeps on spraying and spraying and spraying, and you're trying to go from hole to hole, and it's just creating mess upon mess upon mess. It's going to take me ages to clean up all this. This stuff sticks crazy hard. So you can see the difference. Okay, reasonably neat job. Nozzle gets stuck and you're left with a crazy mess. Stuck to all my window frames. Disgusting, crazy mess. Make sure you lay down a sheet or something you don't care about getting ruined. This one I'm using a different brand. Don't know if it's going to be any good, or let's just hope I don't have a disaster like the last window. So this is done, but I honestly think this one's better. I think this one expands more. It's not as concentrated, or it's not as dense, I guess, but it definitely has better expansion. This one would be my preference in future, and I didn't have any, it wasn't behaving perfectly, but it didn't go haywire like the Unibond one. If you have a mess like this, your first instinct is, I gotta clean that up, but my suggestion would be to leave it till it dries. It's much easier to clean up when it's dry. Most of this will just crack off, or I'll be able to cut off most of it with a Stanley knife. If I start trying to clean it, it's gonna drag it, and it's gonna stick to everything, and it's gonna spread. It'll look smaller, but it'll be more spread out. Now, like, the tiles can be just scraped, they're not too bad. I'm going to be sanding down all this stuff anyway because I have to paint it. I have to fill these holes and I have to paint it, so my suggestion is leave it the missus is going to be grumpy, but it's a better job. Once it is cured, it's nice and easy. That's it. That's all it takes to clean it up. And we'll scrape it off and cut it off. Even get a sharper one of these, this is a bit old. But this is why I said wait till it's dry. And then it's just a case of sweeping this up. See, it's not fully cured. Maybe wait until it's fully cured. But much easier once it's dry. So once you have the excess removed, you have to sand this extremely thoroughly if you don't want to leave any of the roughness here. If you do, it's going to ruin your finish. Once you have that fully sanded, then you take the exact same drill bit that you used to drill the holes, turn it over and use it as a press and push it down to give yourself space to fill. And then you do it for all of these. Quite easy to do, just push it down and you have a nice little space to fill. Okay guys, stay tuned for part 2. I'll probably be releasing part 2 next week. So this is great value you're getting from Driver Dudes. We're giving you full details on how I would do a job like this, not skipping anything at all. So guys, hit that subscribe button. You know, we give you the value, you give us the subs. Come on guys, hit that subscribe, it's free. Alright, thanks very much and have a great day.